So I feel like the process of awakening has been a continually evolving experience. I think I wasn't really clear about what awakening was until maybe I did my first ayahuasca experience, though I can remember as a child looking up at the sky and feeling a presence that had nothing to do with religion. But when I participated in my first ayahuasca experience, I had done about 3 or 4 months of daily Vipassana meditation, so I felt ready to sit. And I was sitting amid an ex-husband who had a terrible relapse into heroin and a lot of grief, and was actually sitting in what I thought for him to see if it would be safe for him. But in that moment, those first moments when the medicine started to rest, we were outside in nature, and I was invited to, at whatever time I wanted to, lay down. So as I looked up at the stars, I started to perceive that the stars were looking back, and the earth itself seemed to be yielding me inward. And in that moment, I started to feel as if my body were blissfully decomposing. And I was surrendering not only to the earth, but to the stars. I knew where I was from, and it was from both. I was laughing quite a bit. I was singing because it was just wonderful to know what home was. Stars, earth. And around that time, I actually regave myself the last name, Astar. And then as time progressed, after those first ayahuasca experiences, life tested me. So it wasn't as if I was awake. It was as if there were more unfolding things to happen, where I actually entered a relationship where I was gaslit by a psychopath and experienced incredible physical trauma. And it wasn't until I discovered some of the trauma therapies that I was able to start to tether myself to the earth. But still, I still was self-loathing and would experience months and months and months of serious depression where I didn't want to be alive. Until one morning, about 8 months into this, I woke up and I was surrounded by incredible love. And I think this is important because sometimes we only focus on the positivity, as if you're not feeling good, you haven't done awakening right. But it was as if the spirituality of the moment, it was as if the grief and the incredible love were tethered together. And so now, I feel like some of my experiences that have unfolded is in the process of my movement practice through Continuum and my teachers like Barbara Carlson and Cass Phelps, that they've shown me that the body moves itself into and of love. It is an emergent experience. It's always happening. And so that's the thing I attend to now when I do body work with people, is not to fix, but to watch what is already knowing itself as love. So I may dip, but I'm returning in the practice of knowing myself as those things, as those experiences that have taught me before.